Hey guys, what's up? This is Mash from Toostupidgamerz. I'm here at the Retroware booth with.
I'm Programmancer. I work with Retroware, and I'm working on the Transylvania Adventure Assignment Quest, and we just released Prison City back in November.
Awesome. You guys got some really cool games here. Why don't you first tell us about Prison City?
So Prison City is like an action romp in the style of NES games. I like to put everything I love about old gaming into the things I make. So Prison City's like Shatterhand and Power Blade if they had a baby. It's also got a little bit of the Mega Man like level select type setup. A lot of awesome bosses, high octane. It's really quick paced, so a lot of fun.
What are some of the other games that Retroware has here to show off at PAX East 24?
Oh, so we have the Toxic Crusaders, which is coming out sometime this year. It's a 4-player beat 'em up. We have Iron Meat, which is coming out this year as well, which is kind of like a Contra style game. Very fast paced, a lot of fun. I'm not a Contra guy, but I'm really good at that game, so I'm happy about that. We have Love 3 here, which is already out. Eagle Island Twist, which is already out as well. And then, of course, Prison City and the Transylvania Adventure Assignment Quest.
And now, getting to Transylvania Adventure Assignment Quest, I had the pleasure of getting to play this game at MagFest this year. Yeah, hopefully I'll get to get some time with it at PAX. But I'm a huge Castlevania fan. This game just speaks to me. The funny thing is, though, that Simon's Quest itself, like Castlevania 2, was kind of a hard game for a lot of people to pick up. It wasn't the best out of all the games. When I played the demo of your game at PAX, it definitely played a lot better, and it was a lot more approachable. Can you tell us a little bit about what specifically you've done with your game to make it the way that it is?
Right, so I approach it a little bit differently. I kind of approach it the way you would like a Zelda game, for example, where I have this big sprawling world, and you kind of approach it kind of your own way. So you go to different towns, you solve their problems to get into the mansion. And it's segmented in a way that the overworld segment, you don't have to worry about lives, you don't have to worry about dying. Like, you can do that as many times as you want, which is great because you don't have to worry about that. Then when you get to mansions, it's more of like the classic Vania linear experience where you do have lives. And once you run out of lives, you get booted out of the mansion. So you know you're not ready for it. And then you can level up, go back in. I always consider it like a Zelda 2 meets Castlevania 2, which I know they're both kind of the black sheeps of their respective franchises. But it works really well together, so.
And what specifically made you want to make this game, just being that everything that goes behind a Castlevania 2 style game?
So with this, don't quote me on this, or do quote me on this. Iga did an interview in some publication where, like before Bloodstained had come out, he said, you know, I could go with Dracula, I could go with Transylvania, I could go with the same type of story that I had before, because it's all taken from actual things, or it's Hammer horror inspired, and he's like, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to work on something different. And I'm like, well, I'll just do it. Why not? So that's kind of the inception of it. And it's kind of fun pulling from a lot of the same inspirations that Castlevania had, like, the Hammer horror, Universal horror. So you got your Dracula, your Frankenstein, your Mummy, all that stuff. So it's kind of nice just putting that into a game and having that similar feel and familiar vibe, and just building something new with it.
And how has the development been? How many years has this game been in development for?
Ooh, I started it on May 4th, 2019. So it's gone through quite a few leaps since then. But it was never really built for a full release. So I kept building on top of it. I wasn't really satisfied with the direction it was going in terms of being able to like bring it to different consoles or localize it to different languages. So this past year, I've undertaken a massive overhaul of the game. So that way I can bring it to all consoles in the future.
Just to take it away from Simon Quest for a second, you guys also have some AVGN stuff here. I'm a huge AVGN fan. I know a lot of people watching are AVGN fans. That definitely helped us out in the beginning to get us confident to go on camera and make videos about games. Can you tell us about some of the AVGN stuff that Retroware brought to PAX East?
Yeah, so we have AVGN 1 and 2, just actually right around the corner in the arcade machine. Really fun game. We have the physical release here as well in our merch booth. So, and we have an AVGN pin as well as a Toxie pin as part of Penny Arcade. So,
I'll be sure to get one of those pins. And hey, it was a great time to talk with you. I love your company and the games that you guys are putting out. Can you give the people at home just some plugs so that they know where they can find out more about some of these games, where they can find out more about you or Retroware?
Yeah, certainly. For Retroware and all the games, you can just search Retroware for all the socials. I'm Programmancer. I'm primarily on Twitter, so that's the best place to find me. But otherwise, yeah, Retroware. Just look them up on socials and they have everything there. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your PAX East. And thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll definitely have a bunch of PAX East content for you. And yeah, we don't know what's coming next, but stay tuned.